I took a DNA test just for fun, just to see my ancestry and maybe find some distant relatives. But a few weeks later, 2 cops showed up at my house. They asked if they could talk to me about something related to my DNA profile. At first, I thought it was some kind of scam, but they showed me their badges and explained everything. A few years ago, there had been a murder in a nearby city. The killer left DNA at the crime scene. For years, the police had no matches in their system. But recently, investigators started uploading crime scene DNA into genealogy databases to look for family connections. And that's when my DNA popped up. Not as the killer, but as a very close genetic match. They asked if I'd be willing to give a formal DNA sample to confirm the connection. Right there in my living room, one of the detectives opened a small evidence kit and swabbed the inside of my cheek. I assumed the killer had to be some distant relative I'd never met. But a few days later, one of the detectives called me back. He said the new DNA sample helped them narrow the suspect down to someone extremely close to me genetically. Closer than a cousin, closer than an uncle. In fact, the suspect's DNA was almost identical to mine. I laughed and told him that wasn't possible. I don't have a twin. There was a long silence on the phone. Then the detective said something that made my stomach drop. According to the hospital records from the day I was born, I actually did have a twin brother, but the baby was declared stillborn. Then he explained the part that still keeps me awake at night. The DNA from the crime scene doesn't belong to me, but it belongs to someone genetically identical to me, which means somewhere out there, the twin I was told never survived might actually be alive, and he might also be the person the police have been looking for.